Let's suppose this is the prepuce. It may appear as a single covering, but in reality it consists of double layer of the skin, as double layer of the skin. It has an inner layer and an outer layer which are continuous with each other. For the circumcision to perform, the prepuce is held in the artery forceps and put on a gentle stretch. Mark the skin with the pen at the level of the corona is essential to prior the incision to ensure that the excess skin is not removed. After marking the skin with the pen, um, a, circum, a circumferential incision is made on the penile skin at the level of the corona using a knife. But before making this circumferential incision, pull the prepuce over the glans, retract it back up to the level of the corona, and remove any adhesion between the foreskin and the glans. They are broken by using small artery forceps. Then incision on the outer skin of the penis is made by using a knife, and circumferential incision is made on the corona. A midline dorsal incision is made on the corona with on the dorsal surface of on the dorsal surface on the prepuce within the 1 centimeter of the corona. Leave 1 centimeter of the foreskin attached with the corona. Then it made a this converts the foreskin into two flaps which are connected at the midline anteriorly. Here it shows the formation of two different flaps of the prepuce. Now first of all, the outer layer is excised and outer layer is removed, leaving behind the inner layer. After removing the outer layer, when the undersurface of the prepuce has been separated from the glans, then inner layer of each flap is again marked with a pen and then incised with the second circumferential incision. Here the second circumferential incision is given, and leaving about 0.5 centimeter of the inner layer with the prepucial skin. Leave the 0.5 centimeter of the skin and then again made a circumferential incision and cut the skin from the glans penis. Then cutting of the remaining connective tissue completes the excision. After cutting the edge, the cut edge of the skin are approximated. These are the two cut edges of the skin. These are approximated using the interrupted sutures, and hemostasis is secured, and inner and outer layers are sutured together using vicryl ligature, making sure that the frenular vessels are ligated. Monopolar diathermy must be avoided in the operation on the penis because there is a danger that the current path will cause coagulation at the base of the penis. Hemostasis is important in the circumcision. However, the vessels should be secured with the bipolar diathermy or with the absorbable sutures like ligaments. And after this, the procedure is completed. Now we will look at the procedure of circumcision theoretically. Circumcision is the excision of the prepuce. It is a surgical procedure. Indications for this are religious reasons, especially in the Muslims and Jews. Phimosis, which is the inflammation of the inability to retract the prepuce, or paraphimosis, which is inability to restore the position of the prepuce after once it's retracted, or blenoposthitis, inflammation of the glans penis and the prepuce, and recurrent urinary tract infections. Techniques used are different for the infants and the adults. First of all, we will see the techniques used in the adolescents or adults. Skin of the shaft of the penis is freely mobile and it is continuous with the abdominal wall distally, and at the point of the corona it is attached to the glans penis. The prepuce is a double layer of the skin as given in this picture. During the circumcision, this double fold is excised and continuity of the skin is restored by applying sutures. The procedure is called dissection or sleeve resection method. In this, first of all, dissection in this dissection method, local anesthesia without adrenaline is applied at the dorsal and ventral surface of the penis. Foreskin is retracted up to the level of the corona, and adherents are divided between the foreskin and the glans using small artery forceps, and then it is pulled back and incision is made at the level of the corona. Then a dorsal midline slit is made on the prepuce. Is the formation of the two flaps is shown. There is a formation of two flaps, and the outer layer is cut down and inner layer is still attached with the corona. After that, the inner layer is also excised, leaving 3 mm of the skin attached to the corona, or 0.5 centimeter from the level of the skin, the outer layer of the skin. This inner layer of the skin is also excised, and here is shown that after the outer layer, inner layer is also cut, and there are two free edges of the skin are present, and these two edges are sutured together. Then hemostasis is maintained. The procedure performed in the infants is called the Plastibell technique. In this technique is very popular because it is easy to perform, there are few complications, and results are good. It is preferred under the age of the 1 year. In this technique, adhesion between the glans and the inner layer of the prepuce are separated. Foreskin is cut longitudinally, and then plastibell is placed over the head of the penis, and the foreskin is pulled over the plastibell. When the plastibell is applied here and the foreskin is projecting over the plastibell, then at this level, then a ligature is tied firmly around the foreskin and tightened over the groove of the plastibell, which is present here when it is applied to the glans penis. Then the foreskin distal to the ligature, his ligature is applied, then distal to the ligature foreskin is excised, and the handle is separated from the plastibell. This tight ligature causes pressure necrosis, and the plastibell falls from the penis after the wound has healed, typically in 3 to 7 days.